you guys doing? This is Yvonne here, and I am going to share with you today how I made these little pockets in order to hold your cards and maybe give as a gift. These will hold 6 cards and 6 envelopes, no problem at all. And it makes it a really, really sweet gift to give to your friends and as a small appreciation at the time of giving, which is Christmas. So let's get started doing this. It's very quick. Let's take, you're going to 8.5 by 11, and I'm going to cut it down 7 by 11. I'm talking inches here, so I'm going to cut off 1.5 inches on the 8.5 inch side, like so. And then I'm going to take my scoreboard here, my good little scoreboard, whether you have this one or a big one, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to score at 5, and I'm going to score again at 6. I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to score at 5, and I'm going to score at 6. It's easy as that. There's your 5 or 6, and you can, if you can visualize that, you're going to burnish it. You can see what I'm creating right here is kind of like a cover for a book. It's that simple. And how I measured that is I just wanted 1 inch in the center. So I know center is 4.5. So I took 1/2 inch one side, 1/2 inch the other side, which brought me 6 and 7. So there you go. That's my booklet. That is done. Now to make the pockets, I take the next piece over and then I cut those down to 6.5 by 4. So I'm going to cut this at 4. This one here at 4. And again here, because I have 2 pockets that I need to make. And this is going to be, I think I miscalculated. I didn't, yes, that's good. 4 3/4. Let me grab another piece. I miscounted that one for sure. All right, it's 4 3/4. Pockets are going to end up being 4, but 4 3/4. There's one. I felt they were short when I was cutting them. Should have double checked. So 4 3/4 again, and that is going to be by 6 3/4. So I'm just going to grab both like this, and I'm going to go at 6 3/4. Which is right here, and I'm going to cut that off. Okay, so this is going to be for your pocket. So this you'll keep aside in order to make your layers. So now all you do is you take each piece and you score at 1/2 inch and 1 inch on 3 sides. So 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1/2 inch, and 1 inch. Simple as that. You're going to do that for both pieces because you're going to want them both to be the same. These are so easy, guys, to make, and it just makes a world of difference on how your project looks in the end. And especially when you're giving it as a gift, it looks so much better to give it into this. Okay, so now you're going to take a pair of scissors out, and you're going to cut off this particular corner where the lines meet up here. So it's just as simple as that. And you're going to just 2 sides, and you're going to end up with a piece looking like this. Okay, so you're going to do that for both sides. Both sides like this. Like that. And then you're going to fold on the fold line and burnish all your folds. You want a nice crease on all your folds, like this. And like this. Oops, this one I missed. Like that. And then what you're going to do, you're going to do that for both sides. And here you can tell I'm going to attach them together. Now you can do this various ways. I'm going to take the lazy way out, and I'm going to use this glue dot. But you can, on the ones that I just previously showed you, it was, I did it with just liquid glue, which is, I use my Nouveau glue. Like this. But in order for it to go a little quicker on camera, I'm going to do it with my little dots, which is going to glue up anyway. It's going to be fine. So here I go, and I attach it like this. And then all you need to do is attach some glue to this side. Again, you can use your liquid glue. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to use. I find it a lot easier to move around and position it. But if you're going to use some loose glue, wet glue I should say, make sure you go close to the edges and both sides. Because as you put the envelopes in here, you don't want it to catch and rip your pocket. Like that. And then I'm just going to take my envelope here, my little booklet. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to center it in that page. Just like that. Simple as that. Now, you can do different things. I cut it straight, but you could make it some nice border dies here that would look really, really sweet. You know, you don't have to necessarily cut it square. You know, that's where your imagination comes in handy if you want to embellish it that much farther. But as you can tell, it's as cute, just like this, as plain as can be. And I really like it. I normally make something like this to hold my cards that I gift out. I never gift my cards just maybe just thinking of you, a note card or whatever. I always have some kind of something to put it in, some type. So again, I'm just using my glue dots here to secure the corners, like that. And I'm going to add in some more glue. This glue here is great. I love it, but you got to keep it upside down in order to have it free flowing, because it's hard to, I find mine anyway, it's just a little harder to bring it up. Maybe it's because it's starting to get low on glue, I don't know. Anyway, let's go and let's set this one up. And I tried the best that I can to align it the same height. Now, if you want to get particular, you can take a ruler and measure it and so forth, but I don't bother. I just kind of eyeball it, and it's not going to make a whole lot of difference. And once it's in there, then you have your book. And your book, as you can tell, you have your two pockets inside. It's that simple. Then all you do from this point on is you decorate it. So for the front part, you may want to cut a couple of pieces of cardstock to embellish it, so that it would be 4 1/4 by 2 2/3. So I'm going to do the front part first, and the front part will measure at 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. So 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cut 2 of those. And the reason I'm cutting 2 of those for the front and the back. I like to decorate one as well as the other. But if you're running short on paper, don't worry about it because you can always, you can just decorate the front. I like to do both just because I find it completes it. To me, it does anyway. Okay, so now all you need to do with this now is just add it on to your package. I don't know if you guys are having issues with your glue here, but I sometimes, it works like a charm, and sometimes it's my worst enemy. But that's okay. We're going to get it. I will not be overrun by an advanced tape glider. Okay, so I'm going to take mine out again here, and I'm just going to set that inside like this. Perfect. Perfect. And I'm going to do the other one. Same way. Now, to add your ribbon, you can add it before you would add these panels if you like. And then it would hide it underneath the panel that you're adding on, the layer. But what I did, and I'm going to do it on this one too, just because, so to make it easier, or to make it repetitive to what I made, I am going to take and get my ribbon, first of all. And I am going to add it to the side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up my ribbon here. It's a brand new spool. How are you guys coming along with all your cards? I have made so many, and I absolutely love it. I've got 2 strings, about a foot each. Now, you could cut a full piece if you wanted to and go all the way around. I did this with this one here. I added the ribbon all the way going around. This one here, I just added it from the front, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So all I did was add a bit of tape on the side here. I added it to approximately the center, like so. And then I just took the remainder, because you always got little pieces left over. I just took a little bit of that, and now you could do it with the plain green too. I punched out an inch circle, and all I did was glue it on. Now again, I did it with wet glue, but you can do it with whatever you want. And I just laid it on top to cover that piece. And I didn't think that looked bad at all. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Like this. Inside like that. And I'm going to cut myself out another little piece. That's why you should never throw away your scraps too, because, well, depending how big they are, I have to admit, I do purge mine. But it's very, the colors that I use a lot of, I try to keep a hold of them because I find that it comes in handy to do stuff like this. And then all I do is I open it up like this, and I cut out the pieces for the center here. And that's as easy as pie, because all you do is you cut it down to, let me see what my measurements are here. My measurements here, 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. Not too short, that's right. Let me get a ruler out. So my pocket is 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I need to do it at 4 1/2 by 3 1/2. So I'm going to go 4 1/2 my 3.5. That will cover that piece. 4.5. 3.5. We'll cover this piece like this. So let me again add some tape. Oh no! Oh no! What am I gonna do? Our biggest crisis, eh? For glue gun. I'm telling you, it's a stressful life creating. There you go. You gotta have some issues. Oh, I love creating. I'm very fortunate now that I'm retired. I can create as much as I want, and it keeps me sane. It's like the old saying, better than treatment. It's a lot cheaper than treatments. No, I just enjoy. I have been crafting since I was 12 years old, and I absolutely love it, love it, love it, love it. There you go. That is done. And then all you do is you tie it up. Just like that. Once your cards are in and everything, and you have yourself a little booklet. Now, what I did for the front here, I didn't do anything for the blue one here. But this one here, I added some gold and I kind of matched it out. But for this one here, I'm going to do it with some green. And all I did was use my 2.5-inch punch and my 2-inch punch. If you don't have that, use a cup. You know, you don't have to go crazy or, you know, anything specific. Just use what you have and a circle maker and then cut it out. It's not a big science. I'm going to add this one right here. And then I'm going to take a piece, if I have any left, because I didn't have a full sheet of my decorative paper. And I don't think that's going to work. All right, well, I can fix that up. I'm just going to grab a piece of this. And this one here is going to be 2.5. 2.5. And I'm going to pull this guy out because I don't have a matching piece. Oh no. All right. All right. I'm not going to cover that up because we all make mistakes. Things happen when you're crafting. And I'm just going to add it right on top. Nobody will know but you and I. Just like that. Doesn't have to be centered. I'm going to take my other one here. Now I'm going to punch out a green. Like that. And I'm going to add it to the center. Like that. Like so. That's as easy as that. And then I'm going to add a little embellishment. And I'm going to take my little mystery jar here. And I can add whatever I want. If I want to add, no, I don't think I want that. Let me see. How about a really cute snowman, maybe? I know I had it right in my hand. I don't know where it went, but oh, there's a cute little angel right here. I think that would fit. Or better still, here. There you go. That's how quick it's made. A little sticky. And then you can add to this whatever you want, to whomever you want. I think I need something a little bigger. And you can sign it, you can leave it like that. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to add this little star. This comes from Stampin' Up. I forget what they call, what the name of it is, but I had purchased a box of these. I thought they were cute. just like that. Now, if you wanted to embellish here, you could add some more stars all over the place. It would look very, very sweet. But at this point, I am going to, I had the 1-inch punch for this. Let me see if I have something else. I tend to want to do some more if I can. No, I don't think I have a punch that's in between those two sizes. This is a 1 inch. No, this is 3/8 of an inch. This one here would be, nope. Love these little punches. Love, love, love them. I think they're so handy. So, so handy. Here, I have a 1/2 inch here. Punch. Where's my little black cardstock I had? Just going to add a piece. Just like this. Add a little dot. Like that. And I'm just going to add it in the center like that to give it a little bit of go, a little bit of right in the center would be a better idea. I have such a hard time aligning stuff. So bad. I'm so bad. And on this, you know, if you wanted to, you could go on and on. You could add a rhinestone, add whatever you want. And on here, where I did add the star, you could add their name. You know, the sky's the limit. And then you just have to take your cards, and all you do is you add them inside, and you have yourself a nice little booklet to give to a friend. I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial. It's easy peasy, no problem. You need 2 pieces of cardstock, 8.5 and 11 by 11. You need a piece of designer cardstock, which I used, and a bit of embellishment and a bit of ribbon. And boom, it's done. Have yourself a great day. This is Yvonne signing off for now, but most importantly, be happy.